It's time for a little Funky Friday. From their funky hidden headquarters, your hosts, Keith and Gerry.
This town needs an enema.
I
love that.
Open to ask the first question that is on the thumbnail: is it still fun to shit on Kevin Smith? Followed by Ghostbusters 3 talk. I'll be here looking at some of the toys, discuss our feelings on that new trailer.
Steven, your audio is interesting.
Why?
It was a little like you were talking with marbles in your mouth.
I got the marbles in my mouth, and
now
I
you're
don't
good.
know.
You're good.
Fuck you all. Why? Thank you for interrupting my intro. Welcome
I'm sorry,
to
but I
Fat
couldn't
Steve.
understand you.
We keep and with that, you can just my flow's all fucked. All right, it's okay. Hi guys, how are you doing? It felt like I just saw you like a couple days ago on like yesterday on another show. Same channel, same topic almost. I'm having that deja vu moment with less liquor.
Absolutely, thank you guys for having me back on. How is everyone?
Doing great.
I'm great.
Wearing pants. And we have a $20 super sticker from Rebecca. I'm going to punch you early. And it's the Samurai Shibu saying, "You're number one." And thank you so much for contributing to my paycheck. And with that, I'll give you...
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What?
What is exactly how this intro went this morning? Oh, my God. Thank you, Rebecca, and it's lovely to see you. We have CJ... the Sword Punk, aka the Exorcist, God, that's long, saying hello. We have Dadman Walking Poppy, and we have Pop Culture Minefield saying lol. Previously said there's no type for humor, so that hypocrisy doesn't seem to work for me. We have Purple Valkyrie not only on the panel but in the chat. 6 on the panel and on the poll again.
Well, you have to read Zach's comment.
And Zach, hey guys, I'll be looking for at least the first part of the show on the poll. No, I'm not doing this right now. Then we have Tim Possible. Hello, everyone.
Poll.
There was my poll right there. We also have Viking Out of Time, who is also someone who Trunk can never understand. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. Gotta bring your dictionaries with you, mate. You know. Right. To understand.
We brought something begins with a D, but it's definitely not dictionary. Calvary Man Shay says, "Where are the donuts, coffee, juice, maple bars, and custard filled pastries? Your local grocery store."
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Guess you're not hungry.
So that makes an interesting question because a couple of you were either in the chat the last few days when we were doing We Got This Buttered, and we were kind of debating the whole Kevin Smith thing with Keith and everyone else, and I guess it comes to the point then, do you guys think we're still having fun kind of shitting on Kevin Smith, or are we shitting on his actions and hypocrisy throughout the last few weeks, even months even?
I would say it's more his actions rather than the person himself, absolutely. He hasn't done himself any favours with how he's behaved. So I think any repercussions he gets are justified.
I agree. With that.
I agree with Don.
Sorry. Tico Trunk presented another $2. Are you doing this deliberately now? He's gonna start talking. Cut him off. He's gonna do it again. Cut him off.
Actually, the subtitle of the show is "Fuck with Fat Steven."
Oh yeah, it's now changed from shitting on Fat Steven to fucking with Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Tico Trunk, for that lovely segue into my self-esteem getting destroyed ever so slightly. And with that,
Holy hell, that was loud.
That was loud.
Yeah. Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. He went to his. And he goes, "Why are you doing this?" Why are you doing? Oh, it's not. It's a fucking. Oh my God! And then welcome back to the stream, Gerry, who's currently buffering. Hi, Gerry.
Hey, Gerry.
Is it working yet?
Yeah, it seems to be working.
What was the problem?
Guys,
It said that you had hacked my system.
Okay. Fuck you. And secondly,
No,
this
switched over. I switched to Chrome.
Yeah, so it was a Firefox issue. You sound so much
It was
better
a Firefox.
too. Yeah, but he sends a shit on sticker. I
sweet of
think he
you.
wants to shit on you, Gary specifically, because that's what it is. And for that, I'll give you the. You can call that the hematuria, like diarrhea. Hematuria. And Keith. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I called you Keith again.
Yeah, where is Keith?
I don't know, but Gary, this is your show. You take over, sir. I have talked enough about Kevin Smith and wearing skin and circle jerking.
Yeah, you did two shows this week on Kevin Smith. So
yeah, okay, all one show though, but it was very in depth.
But really, kind of what I wanted to talk about was is this helping us, shitting on him and being mad at him for being such a twat? I mean, does it serve a purpose for the greater good?
Wow, this is going deep.
Well, I told you I wasn't going to talk about Kevin Smith. I was going to talk about all of us shitting on him the way we did, because I shit on him a lot this week. I haven't liked Kevin Smith in a long time.
I'd say it's cathartic, I think, for the fans, just to get this kind of off their chest. In the long run, is it going to make any difference? Probably not. But I think it's definitely bruised Kevin Smith's ego, having all this criticism directed at him.
There we go.
I think
there was a time when I would have considered him one of us. One of us. But after he had his shows on AMC, something turned in him.
I think it was his heart.
I don't know. Well, I joked on your show that Kevin Smith died, and that's what's his name?
Jason
Mewes.
Yeah.
Dressed up in a Kevin Smith meat suit.
And we also came to the conclusion that Ben Affleck is playing Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Mark Anthony is playing Ben Affleck, trying to come back to Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah. But that's it though. Like when does it become too much shitting on? When is it just shitting on with humor and doing criticism? Because I think we handled it pretty well the last 2 days, but we're eventually going to get bored of this. And then if Seth Rogen gets his Ninja Turtles, that's
whoa. Hold on, buddy.
Yeah.
I've been shitting on Kevin Smith since the early 2000s.
Really? And he
I'm
hasn't
still not fucking tired of it.
Okay, fine then.
20 fucking years you're shitting on him.
You've invested a lot in that, Gary.
Oh my God. Like one of my best friends, like, Kevin Smith is a great writer. And I said, you're a fucking idiot, which makes him an idiot.
How could you shit on such a giant ass wealth of imagination?
Holy hell.
I miss that Kevin Smith.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a moo-moo
But
disguised
he's still
as
wearing
hoodie.
those clothes.
Yeah.
He still wears the same size clothes as when he was that size. What's that about?
He's not wearing the hat backwards because he actually has hair still. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Mr. Tickle Trunk says it best here. I was shitting on Kevin Smith before it was cool. Yeah,
you guys are making it sound like it's a fetish party. You're like, it's Friday, 3:00. Everyone get your best watches on. We're shitting on Smith tonight. Like, let's go. Break out the banjo and the cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. You go first.
Well, I haven't had a chance to do it yet. I want to say hello to the chat. Who's all here right now? We've got Zach's awesome. Six, of course, our director now. She directs the show. Purple's already in here. So Dadman's here. Rebecca, of course, we love you. CJ Swordpunk, motherfucker. Tim Possible, hello, my friend. Let's see, who else? God, love Rebecca. I just talked to her. We're planning a trip down to Kentucky to see her.
And then you guys are going to go shit on Kevin Smith?
Well, actually, I'm going to get a tattoo of Kevin Smith with shit on his head.
Oh, so shit him on.
He's wearing it like one of those turbans.
It'd be better if
Maybe
you
a
served him
shit turban.
a chocolate pretzel. I think it'd make
And of
more
course,
effect.
Mr. Tickle Trunk is here. Love you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Socks, my friend. What's up, brother? T-shirt. Why isn't T-shirt in here?
Yeah, t-shirt.
I don't know. Maybe he's antisocial.
T-shirt, what are you doing in the chat and not in the show? Fuck you,
T-shirt.
bitch.
We don't care if you showered or not. You can come in.
Yeah, we can't smell you through
Hey, Parrot Head's here. What's up, my friend? So, a lot of our friends are here. Let's continue with the shitting. Yep, we're just gonna shit on Kevin Smith. Fuck you, Kevin Smith. Somebody once told me that when I was younger, with a beard, that I looked like Kevin Smith. I was wearing round glasses at the time, and I threw him to the floor and I said, "Take it back, or I'll kill you here." No. Look, the way I see it is that it is cathartic for us to do this. You know, it's good for us to kind of shit on him because it's kind of shitty what he did. I don't give a fuck if it's Netflix. Netflix is going to do what it's going to do. We know the nature of that beast, but we trusted Kevin. It's kind of shitty what he did. And that fucking Smodcast thing was just, God, it really did look like they wanted to fuck those two. It didn't look like they were going to talk about anything but how much they wanted to fuck each other.
I think they did after the show.
You know, the secret signals of, oh, I'm going to fuck you so hard, was just going on. And that kid, you know, the only really good thing he's ever really done was when he played Arthur on The Tick. He's done other stuff I've seen. It was okay. I liked him as Arthur. But on the Smodcast, it was just like there was no arbitrator. There was nobody there representing the fans. Mm-hmm. So your fucking Smodcast was irrelevant. You know, if you don't have somebody there representing the fans, then why are you doing it? Oh, it's just for him to masturbate in public because he likes to emotionally masturbate in public. All of them do.
You mean he's trying to pull a Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah. Pee Wee Herman's new movie coming in a theater near you.
Just not on your face. But no, I can agree with that, Gary, because honestly, I think we went into it very well. Those who all participated over the 2 days, we can shit on. We're going to shit on anyone in Hollywood, and there probably wouldn't be any shitting on as a generalization if one storyline maintained the same. There wasn't bait and switch, and it didn't feel like I can't blame him fully because he's still the punching bag for Teddy. But in the same way, the backhand that was given, very feminine backhand by Kevin with his hypocrisy, is going to have an after effect with any other project he's attached to for the time going forward. That includes the next 5 episodes. That includes the CGI for kids that's coming out, Clerks 3, or any type of con, because he's going to get difficult questions where he does, like, when he does his normal stints to colleges and shit. He's going to reach that point where difficult questions are going to come up. He's either going to have to wait for the NDA to absolve itself, and he's going to have to man up. Air quotes for the man part, but man up.
Yeah, it's like I was talking with Tom Conkle, and it was like, yeah, he's got to turn in his man card, his nerd card, pretty much every card he's got except his SJW card. Eating for a weekend was high as fuck. His feature was being the bottom. No way he's fucking back. Yeah. Look, I was excited about Masters of the Universe. When I saw that first trailer, I was like, fuck yeah. And then the last 2 weeks, it started coming down what was really going on. And so I'm never going to watch that show. I'm not going to watch it. I've got, my time's important to me. I don't know about everybody else. When you're younger, time's not as important. But when you get close to 60, yeah, you fucking watch the time you give to people. I'm not giving them my fucking time. Fuck Netflix. Netflix has an agenda. And Kevin Smith, if he had just simply been honest, that Smodcast wouldn't have even been necessary.
No.
I think also that
all he had to say was, this is a Netflix production with their interests and agenda. That's it. Immediately, you know, I don't fucking want to watch this.
Yeah, but I think that also his mistake was to mock the fans, like he did, like with that "grow the fuck up" thing on the magazine or something.
Yeah, he had his
And
William Shatner moment from Saturday Night Live. It's just a show.
But I also think that during that modcast thing, he was still going on about that. Maybe he didn't say "grow up" to anyone that was there or to the haters, as he called them, but just to call them haters, for example, that was reprehensible. And I think that more than shitting on him, it's reprehensible what he did. So then we call him out on that, you know, because that's not the way that you treat your fan base, your customers, whatever you want to call them.
Look, this is a simple thing about intellectual properties. The property has zero value until it has a following. And the following is the cash crop. That is what you have to cultivate. You don't attack it, you don't mock it, and you don't ignore it. One of the first intellectual property owners was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And he did that. Remember, he didn't want to listen to the fans, and he killed Sherlock Holmes. And it caused him all kinds of grief. It cost him some work. And eventually he brought Holmes back. And it was in a fantastic story arc. Reichenbach Falls story arc where he faked his death and came back. But that occurred because the Strand made it clear, bring him back or we're going to stop publishing you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Harsh.
You know, and that is the first case of where a fan following went after a creator. Nobody knows that. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was the first time that happened. And we still have creators that don't fucking understand it.
That's
with
a lot
all
of creators.
Fucking history. They still don't fucking understand that it is your fandom that needs to be cultivated. Don't fuck with your fans. You start fucking with your money.
See, honestly, that makes a good point. What Kevin should have done, he should treat his fans like he treats his pot, carefully and concerningly. Every person that watches something that he's done or he's related to is literally a new strain of marijuana. Sure, you're not going to get along with a lot of the types because they'll have different effects on you, but you're still going to smoke it anyway. So what's the difference?
Well, what's the difference? Say,
I'm walking here. I'm trying to walk. Jackass.
Hey, testadora.
Hey, I'm Carl from Carl's place.
Yeah, I love Carl. Carl's like the reason
Carl's
I watch
my
that
favorite
fucking show. Don't get me wrong, I like Frylock and Meatwad, but you know, Shake was fun, but Carl was the one that made the show fun.
I already did that one. Are you putting more shit on my screen? What is this shit? You put another one? What the fuck, man?
Mr. Tickle Trunk is full of shit today.
He is.
And I want to go back. Let's see. Let's go back here because I want to go back to the first one. Rebecca, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker. You're amazing. You really are. And I can hardly wait till we come down to see you. Let's see. Mr. Tickle Trunk with your fucking Canadian Monopoly money. Thank you, sir.
Wow. All right, Keith.
There's Keith.
Hi, Black.
Hi, Keith.
Black Keith.
I stopped. I just said hi, Black.
That doesn't sound racist at all, motherfucker.
It doesn't.
No.
Sorry, that whole having to work all night thing. I have this powerful need sometimes to sleep as soon as I get home.
You don't need sleep. You just need mild racism on a live.
Now, you know what? I've been kind of sort of facing that since at least the fact that I moved to Missouri. But hey.
But I think we should be able to shit on Hollywood. Like, I really want to shit on Scarlett Johansson and Disney.
We're absolutely always, Steve. That's our thing. That's our shtick on our shows. It's really a fun shitting on of Hollywood and the entertainment industry.
I don't know what that. I don't really think it's fun shitting on anyone while they're making eye contact. But I do agree that satire is very prominent.
Well,
Stop looking at me. It's tightening up my anus. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think
and then you look at my eyes. Look at my eyes.
I'm gonna name the first turd you.
I don't know.
Okay, on that note, I'm going to head backstage because Gary can't talk and press buttons.
Can I join you six?
No, no, Purple. This is your
Stay purple.
your first official swing on the show.
Yep.
And
Swing. Swing. Wait a minute. Let's not talk about swinging.
Oh, look at the time. My mom's calling. I gotta go pick up some groceries and some self.
That's right.
Respect. Come on. Fuck you, Gary. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's the funk trunk.
Can we please use the proper term when you do it to their face? It's called a hot. What the fuck?
What is
I
that?
could have gone my entire life not knowing that. Thank
Well,
you.
Yeah, I don't think that we needed to know.
Welcome, Purple.
So wait. What do you call a lunchbox?
Yes.
I was mentioning before you got here that the tattoo I want to get from Rebecca is Kevin Smith wearing one of your Sikh turbans made of
nice.
shit, like a turban.
Not nice.
Oh shit! We here at Fat Steven are not associated with that comment.
This is not Fat Steven. Fuck you.
Oh my god! Yeah,
We at Pop Culture stand by Gary because he's fucking awesome.
you're talking about yourself in the third person.
Yes, I am. Fuck you.
Honestly, but let's throw it out here. Let's get rid of Kevin Smith for a minute. There, does Griffin Newman deserve to be shit on?
Who?
Griffin Newman, exactly.
The voice of Orko. That was in the.
Oh,
The
that dude.
emaciated soy dude
Look,
that was
man.
terrified for the bathroom.
That guy only has one thing going for him, that he played Arthur on The Tick on Amazon. That was really good. The rest of the stuff he's done is mediocre. He's not funny.
Fuck that guy.
And again, I'm going to say it, that Smodcast was a complete waste of time because they didn't have an arbitrator. They didn't have anybody. It was some dude that's going to suck Kevin's dick and Kevin Smith. That was it.
And Kevin was busy
representing.
Kevin was busy catering to Ted the entire time. The more I've thought about it, the more it's like, look, Kevin's job was to be the showrunner. And we all know that given what he ended up doing, Kevin wasn't the showrunner of that show. Ted was.
Yeah.
Kevin was just sort of like an empty suit. He let Ted get away with whatever he wanted to do.
He was the meat sack that Jason Mewes controlled. We already know this one. Think about it.
Yeah, but Ted Biaselli was just pulling the strings on that.
Yeah, Ted Biaselli just was the boss in
Pull
in
the
every way.
strings. Pull the strings.
We had an activist as Geppetto, and we had a fallen nerd.
Oh,
as
that's
we're
a
gonna
movie.
call it, as
That's a
Pinocchio.
movie quote.
That's Pinocchio.
That's a
yeah.
movie quote.
Yeah.
Who wants to get an A and tell me what movie that was from?
Tropic Thunder.
No.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Purple, you want to take a guess?
I have no idea. Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, my love.
Viking, Ash, Keith?
No.
Pull the strings. Pull the strings. What movie is that? Come on. Come on. Anybody in the audience there?
Oh, Glorious Bastards.
No.
Okay.
No, that's on the
Turn in your
Russian.
nerd card.
Is it
It's,
Mallrats?
no, it's not
No.
Mallrats. It is Ed Wood, Bela Lugosi.
Ed Wood.
I
by,
haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, I
don't
just forgot his
remember
name from Space 1999.
It's been a while since I watched that one. Need to watch it again.
Tim Burton's Ed Wood.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Teckletrunk got it. There we go. He got it because he put it up just before
that.
I
He
said
said, "Oh." He said, "Oh." That means he just remembered. He didn't get it. He said, "Oh, Ed Wood." He's from the question mark. Look underneath it. It says, "Oh, I can't remember the movie." Oh, Ed Wood. See, look, he didn't actually know. I was.
No,
happy.
he
You
said
know,
this.
No,
Stephen,
Yes.
this was posted before I said it.
I know. I'm just wanting to be difficult because I can't. We here at Pop Culture Minefield enjoy difficult moments followed by
My movie is like just a huge encyclopedia of fucking quotes from movies. Keith, do you want to lead us into this next part with Doctor Who? Or does somebody else want to take lead on this? English person, Ash or Viking?
You know what? I can probably take us into Doctor Who. Ladies and gentlemen, it was announced just the other day that basically your prayers have been answered. Chris Chibnell and Jodie Whitaker will be leaving after this upcoming season of Doctor Who. And basically, this upcoming season, instead of being individual episodes, will be one long story played out over several episodes, which is kind of the way they were doing Doctor Who decades before. But basically now we're just gonna, instead of watching by episode, everything just sort of slowly suck. We're gonna watch one long sucky episode until we say goodbye.
Can you say slowly suck again? It was to this moment it got dirty.
It was one long slow suck.
The best part one, Dad, yeah, because they're getting rid of them with specials, right? Not actual episodes, right? So
you know what? I think they're getting out while the getting is good, or at least in the case of Chris Chibnall, I don't think he really wants to stick around without Jodie, and I don't think Jodie really likes Chibnall.
Did you guys see the article? Did you guys see the article? Yeah, about the sisterhood shit?
Well, did you see what? That's what I posted on our thumbnail. I referred to it as Dr. Who-Bris because she absolutely is so full of her fucking self.
Yeah,
of having done so much for Doctor Who.
Yeah, she destroyed it.
Yeah,
she was
destroyed it.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
She's the Abrams of Doctor Who.
Plus, she wants to make herself available for a certain sequel to a movie that she actually had a really good time in making. And at this point, working on Doctor Who might not make her available to the sequel to Attack the Block.
Which one was that?
What's the name of that movie? Is it I Get Way Too Much Credit for the Shit That I Do?
No, I think it was called A Fuck Not Given.
It's the big John Boyega movie that John Boyega should have made.
Oh, you mean Ray? A sequel to Ray?
No. A sequel to Attack the Block. Anybody here watch that movie, Attack the Block?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you not get that? He screamed Ray in the fucking Disney sequel.
Oh, yeah,
and Ray of Jamie Foxx. Remember Ray's Jamie Foxx? Ray, a sequel to. Oh, come on, man, that was good.
It was good. It was good.
I love you, Keith. Let's make out. But
I find comfort that others laughed at that. Again.
The best part about that is they're saying that they're dipping out with the preceding. They're going to have specials right as they leave the door with the specials, and
they're only going to be specials
because they're trying to call themselves special while riding a short bus out the door.
Yeah, this season is only specials. They are calling them specials, really. But it's just their last attempt at trying to maybe save face with the fans or something, or with the BBC, because also the BBC has a difficult time right now with.
Oh yes, and getting worse.
And it's getting worse, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
It's getting worse.
The big clue will be who they announce is taking over as showrunner. Remember,
you said it.
This
who.
Here's the thing. Chris Chibnall, all those people that actually think Chris Chibnall is the problem is about to become very surprised. Okay? Chris Chibnall is really a symptom of a problem, and the problem really, at this point, really is the BBC itself. See, even though you're getting rid of two people that have been very problematic, you still have to worry about BBC. So as long as everybody currently running the BBC is still there, we're going to have this all-time S show again.
I have a question though, Keith. When it comes to this, actually, this is for the whole panel in the chat. Do you think both Chibnall and Jodie still have a TV license? Do you think they canceled it a long time ago?
Well, the BBC has
left having them. Yeah.
The best thing that happened, and I'm not a big fan of Boris Johnson, but I like the fact that he pushed to have the BBC privatized. And they need to answer for their fucking decisions. And the only way you can answer for your decisions is to have investors, backers, and sponsors. And the BBC so far hasn't had to answer to anybody.
Nope.
That's not true.
So now
that's not true.
It's going to change. You're not true.
No, it's true. No, it's always true. But they've answered to one thing and one thing only: the essence of their own fucking farts, virtue signaling, and stupidity when it comes to
that goes along with the whole internal thing, because they only answer to themselves. They don't feel compelled to answer to anybody else. And by the government pushing to privatize them and force them to have to answer to backers, investors, and advertisers, you're going to see a change in attitude.
Do they use diverse people when they announce a new virtue signal, or do they stick with the same white person? What? I'm asking a serious question here because that's honestly funny. Did you get someone diverse to release this message, or did you get the same Sally Mujeri from downstairs in the basement?
Well, of course they found someone diverse in thought.
I want to thank the Jester of Sin for his 149 pound sterling super sticker.
Of popcorn.
It was righteous, mate. That was really good of you.
All right, hey, you want to tell the guy that's on my channel every day.
And I think the Jester is new to our channel. I don't think I've ever seen him on here before.
He's a friend of mine. He usually helps with the Fortnite streams and other game streams. He's actually a very good guy. He's very good.
Oh,
Just
I wasn't saying he wasn't. What the fuck, dude?
I'm trying to pimp him out, man. I need to get more feathers for my jacket.
Don't pimp him. Don't defend him. He wasn't
defending him. Defending means I'm actually
surprised.
He's the bestest ever complimenting my penis.
And for you, dear sir, for your pound 49 sterling, is this little video. Thank you.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
One more time.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
What's Keith doing? Why is he doing monologues like he's on the cover of On Vogue? Not enough.
He's trying to pretend to be the other kid eating granola bars.
You gotta work hard to suck this bad at the BBC. So
Henry Cavill does not approve that message. BBC.
You know what, Henry Cavill, I gotta tell you, man, dude, happy days are coming as soon as we get rid of the rest of the trash. When David Zaslav gets there, it's happy days again.
Happy days. Sorry.
What's it say? Emma Stone is said to be weighing her options about pursuing legal action over Cruella. Wait a minute. Are you serious, Socks?
Mm-hmm.
I've not read anything on that.
Yeah, I read something like that. I think Variety published an article about it earlier today or something.
Well, she's seen what ScarJo has done, and she wants a bit of that action. Can I sue Emma Stone for that film?
They should in a class action.
I know my friend Paul, Keith and my friend Paul over at, I just forgot the name of his show.
Gossity?
No, Paul does the English friend of ours. Oh my God, I can't believe.
Wow, the English friend of yours. Wow, you're really diverse.
Here. Jesus Christ, be a friend. What is our friend Paul?
He's not falling down with you. He's not ScarJo. He's not doing
it. You know what?
What really fucking annoys me is I'm going to mute you for a minute. You're talking while I'm trying to think.
Well, thinking doesn't require. I can still unmute myself. Have the power to unmute myself. This awkward moment was brought to you by Budweiser. This is my last can.
Can he still hear me? Can he still hear me?
Is he telling me to talk to the hand?
You're talking to the hand
because the face ain't listening.
Anyway, it's spoilers, the spoiler show that he does, and he wasn't sure he understood what was going on with ScarJo, but I get it. And now that we get confirmation from Mikey Sutton and from the other news releasing it, that Kevin Feige is fucking livid at Disney for streaming it. And so now we're finding out that if this is what we're talking about, we might see Disney getting some lawsuits against them from a lot of people doing the thing on stream with the theatrical. So
this also talks about the level of communication that is there over at Disney. I mean, I thought that it was only inside Lucasfilm that they didn't communicate with chain of command or something, but it apparently is all of Disney.
Well, up to now, Viking, the one thing Keith and I liked about what they were doing with Marvel was that Marvel was given rope. Every company was given rope to either succeed or hang themselves. Kathleen Kennedy hanged herself.
No, man.
Yeah.
But Kevin, on the other hand, woke or not, was really putting out some very entertaining stuff that all of
Yeah.
us were enjoying. And so therefore, Disney left them the fuck alone. When you see Disney starting to get heavy-handed in doing shit like this, there's a problem in management.
Totally, yeah.
Well,
And
and
it's-
realize Kevin really didn't have to take it. He's made so much money. He could literally today decide, you know what? I'm done. And
Fuck you, I'm
walk.
done. Yep.
Yeah.
He's quietly, he's probably one of the richest dudes in the world right now. And I've heard nobody talk about it, but I'm like, there's no way that you make that much fucking money for Disney Marvel and not walk away with a lot of fucking grubs of your own.
Yeah.
So
I just like, honestly, all these Hollywood actors and actresses have enough money. I get you want to do a lawsuit, but then at the same time, if you didn't want to do the movie, don't fucking do it. Black
that's
Widow
not
has
the,
no
no. Hold on.
That's
There
my-
is something that's litigatable, which
Yeah.
is if you are promised a set amount of money based off of ticket sales, when you do a stream at the same time
Yes.
as releasing it theatrically, you are fucking your hired help who agreed to do this for partial percentage of ticket sales.
I understand that, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm coming from the aspect
There
that
is
this
no
movie-
other thing. That's a legal precedence.
Okay, I'm
And-
understanding legal precedent. I'm coming from my personal opinion right here. The movie had no aspect or retrospect to fit anywhere within the Marvel universe. It was too late to even be thought of at this point. And you know what?
I'm not going to argue with that. I didn't like the film from the
I still won't. Oh, there's Mexican Iron.
the
Man.
middle of the second act. Oh, Mexican Iron Man, my friend.
Hey, Mexican Iron Man.
We were
Hey.
supposed to talk today, and we didn't talk today, so I'll have to.
Oh, your
talk to
mic
him
wasn't
after the
working.
show. No, on phone. Yeah, he got a hold of me yesterday, and I was just fucking drained. We did so much work yesterday. I was all over the place, all over the city. And I was being poked and prodded by doctors. It was terrible. And it was for fun.
I'd like to say right now we have a great time talking about this, but like, I'm at the point now where I just don't give a fuck about Hollywood. Yay for Jodie, like that's great. Jodie and Tim Balls are out, fucking fantastic. Next is Kurtzman on his special shuttlecraft, and then nothing's gonna change though.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing
It
that
changes
makes,
with management.
the thing that makes all of this worse for Disney is this is the reason why Warner Brothers, this is one of the few things they've done right. They ended up making deals to pay everyone. They paid everybody who was affected by what they ended up doing. And so at the very least, Disney should have at least attempted to do what Warner Brothers did, which is just pay everybody, which ultimately they're going to end up doing anyway. You know, Scarlett Johansson's legal team, they do have a path to walk.
They do. They contacted
And-
Disney, ignored them. Yeah, I
Mhm.
know
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
that.
She should have been allowed to renegotiate that contract, because when she signed it at that time, that was well before a lot of this. In fact, this film should have been worked on a few years before, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And so whatever changes due to circumstances, and in this case, you know, the global pandemic, that's well after she had already signed this contract to do this film. They should have renegotiated. That is her path with her legal team. They
that's
didn't
where I
want to
agree.
do it, but
That's what I
they
agree
should
with.
have.
Okay, the question is, I do agree with that. That's like, honestly, if you're reaching out to renegotiate a contract because things have changed, honestly, the company should have verified this. But does this fall under Chipek's prerogative or the whole legal department?
Oh, she's suing everybody.
Oh, she's suing everybody?
Yeah, she's suing.
So it's like
she's-
Oprah Winfrey. You
it's-
get a
it's-
lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit.
Iger,
Get a
Iger and
lawsuit. I like
yeah,
that one.
Iger and Chapek are both going to have to answer for this, because at the time when Chapek took over, I mean, Chapek took over basically just before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could have easily have said, you know, Scarlett, we need to talk. We need to make a few Didn't.
Yep.
So
Yeah, but you know what? Also, Keith, I think I read somewhere that the problem has also been that Bob Iger is not really stepping down. I mean, as you said, Bob Chapek came in before the pandemic, and then when the pandemic started and they had to close all the parks and everything,
Mhm.
Bob Iger came in to sort of help Bob Chapek. And he hasn't stepped down. I mean, he should have done it like a year ago or something,
Well,
and he continues there involved.
yes. Well, that portion of it is what has led to both Chapek and Iger not really being on good terms. But here's the thing: Iger is leaving. Okay, he
has
and
to.
Alan Horn and someone else are leaving towards the end of this year. So Chapek is definitely taking over. That's the reason why you're seeing a lot more things being decided, and it's being decided by Chapek now, or as they used to call him, Mr. Cheap Chapek.
Cheap.
So,
It's very cheap,
Chapek.
yeah.
And so, at this point, everybody's just going to have to answer to her legal team. She wants that cash. Basically, her understanding at the time when she signed this contract was that she was on track to basically do what Robert Downey Jr. had done. And she could have done that. Now, that's, again, not talking about the quality of the film they ended up making. And just with the legal aspect of all this, in good faith, Disney should have, at the very least, renegotiated. And they never responded to attempts to even have that conversation.
Now,
Thus,
the question I have with that, Keith, sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry. And then the question is, were they told not to answer? Was it forgotten? Or
That
was
is
it
the
more of them
standard.
pretending?
No, that is the standard. That's simply the standard way their legal department works. It's always done that.
Why are you saying
Don't
goddamn it,
respond.
Steven?
What?
I'm talking to Mr. Tickletron. God damn it, Steven. What is this shit?
Hey, I need to address some stuff in the chat. First of all, thank you, Mexican Iron Man. You are a gracious and gentle soul. And a
Take your
good
pants
friend.
off.
Take your pants off.
I want to show you how much my soul is.
I'm not wearing pants, so
You never are, you sick bastard.
CJ says I'm on Scarlett's side. She should do something. Let's see. We got a lot of kissing in the chat, so let's move on to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Latino son must have earned himself and his mama a sweet life, especially since he looks so much like him. Don't say that.
It is not a tumor. It is a lawsuit. Don't you know?
I have seen it said that she is out $50 million for the movie tanking. Yeah, because like Paul Twining brought up at Heavy Spoilers, he said that she got paid $21 million. I said, yeah, but she got paid that $21 million before this shit happened, based off of the first contract. So they need to pay her more, and that's why she's suing them. They'll settle. This will not go to court.
yeah, this is not going to go to court.
Wait, technically, they'll pay her like this. She'll get a lifelong subscription to Disney Plus and only ever turn it on never.
Zach, thank you for the Canadian $5 super sticker. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Pop Culture says, you make my fees. Fuck them. I don't like Pop Culture Minefield. What a mess this month. He-Man, Loki, Kevin Smith, Goose Parts, Doctor Who, Jodie, and Chin Balls.
That's just called Chin Balls. It's fantastic.
Chimps balls.
You know who this is? That's David.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, David.
That wrote this. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Ghostbusters Afterlife might be good. Hey, David, if you want to join us, hit me up on Twitter real quick. I'll go check the message. I'll send you an invite so you can join us because we've only got another 45 minutes.
You know,
Private
Ghostbusters
chat, not doing
Afterlife
that.
might actually be pretty good, you know. So if you're a Ghostbusters fan and a Michael B. Jordan fan, let me at least give Michael B. Jordan the thumbs up too. Dude, do that. Do that thing, man. So
Yeah, you know, basically I like that JJ just got his face rubbed in his own poop.
well, I hear he didn't initially want to do a lot of this anyway, but hey, guess what? Eat it. Eat it. So
We've gone from
Now-
suck to eat it.
With all these avatars, I can't say a show of hands who's seen the Ghostbusters trailer for Afterlife.
I have, but I want someone to share since we're talking about that.
Wait, where are your hands? How do I see your hands?
Well, I have seen it.
I actually want to show something quickly related to Ghostbusters because I'm excited after I saw the toys. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Those are really cool toys. They are the deluxe version of the toys, I think. Like,
but look at the three.
That is so
the
super
left.
badass.
Look at the three on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie Hudson, Dan.
They were the first ones we looked at. As Westerners, we look left to right.
I'm a Western, you dumb. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hand.
I hope your stool breaks.
Hand.
People from the Far East look right to left.
Hand.
I like hand. Hand go up, hand go down, hand press button and slap ass.
Yeah, I saw those and I liked it. You know, I think that actually that gives the fans hope that they are going to see the characters that they love, right? That this is a continuation and not just that they are not maybe going to be just cheap cameos like the ones that they had in the 2016 film. That
well, that was the
weren't
problem
even
with
themselves.
the 2016 film was that with the promo, they made it sound like it was in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, but with Afterlife coming out now, we can safely say that the 2016 film is not canon, so we can just forget that film ever happened. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
The best part about this is also the fact is like right after that trailer dropped, the next day we had like people like Brianna Wu, whatever the fuck her name is, going, "You see what happened? You see what happened? You got a bunch of kids being in the next sequel. Meanwhile, the perfect movie ever is not getting a sequel." And we're all like, "Fucking shut the fuck up."
Oh, to answer your question, Dust Wolfen, that sounds like a question for Dan Aykroyd's mom.
Nope, I'm out. That's how I'm what the fuck?
Thank you, Purple, for getting my joke.
I think she was just pity laughing at this point.
No, that was funny.
I can tell when somebody's laughing.
I'm sorry, Purple. I didn't mean to mansplain
that. What's actually wave? What is this? What is actually? Wow, this is CJ. You're fucking great.
What's actually wave 3 for Ghostbusters toys? I have wave 1, which is the 4 from the first movie: Gozer, Dana, and Tear Dog. And I still beat the 2-pack with Lewis. God damn it, man!
Even Steven's struggling.
Well, the last part of the sentence is like I just used adverbs and verbs and adjectives and just threw them in there. Thank you, Google Tourette's. I love you.
Ray and Winston were always my favorites, especially Winston because he was the audience asking normal people questions. That's right. He was Winston Steadmore was the audience.
Yeah. Winston was great, especially in Ghostbusters 2 when they're in the subway scene.
Dust Wolfen.
Did you catch the number of the train? He's like, nah, I missed it. He's covered in slime. Fucking love it. And then he gets surrounded by those the heads on the poles. Yes.
And that scene in the first movie when he's driving with Ray in the car right there in the bridge, and they are bonding, you know. He's the new guy, and then they start talking about ghosts and the end of the world and blah blah. And you're like, yeah, you could have that conversation with someone, you know, like maybe late at night after some drinks or something. I mean, it's like sort of relatable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to shit on the cartoon.
You shit on Kevin Smith.
What I'm doing. I'm wanting to talk about something that Keith and I have talked about ad nauseum in the past, which is the impact that the cartoon had on the second film, and how some of us fans of the film and not the cartoon were annoyed by that because it's like Lewis's and what's her name, the secretary, Janine. Only had a relationship because it was in the cartoon. In the movie, the relationship was headed with Egon and her. Yeah. And that always bugged me that they did that. And that was Aykroyd. Aykroyd had a big thing about the cartoon doing so well. And so he wanted to bring stuff from the cartoon into the films. And
that's part of the reason why I think the second film kind of wasn't as good as the first, because
it waffled big time.
Oh God. Oh geez.
It was there were so many problems with it, and all of it came from Dan Aykroyd's decision to include the cartoon material.
Yeah.
And it changed characters. and their relationships. But this new film, even though it still follows that same transition, and he's still integrating the cartoon line, I'm really looking forward to it because it feels
Ghostbusters
so much more connected to the original film. It feels like it has its DNA all over it, and like a cheap hotel room with a one of those ultraviolet lights. It's got Ghostbusters spunk all over it.
Who are you gonna call? It's like who you gonna call?
Chest, all over.
Who are you gonna call? Spooge Busters. No, 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 no,
Did you get back to
Oh
that
God,
when you
it's
review it?
sticky. Oh, we gotta review it. We gotta do a watch party of it.
Yeah, and I think that we're going to see some really good stuff. I liked seeing Janine in the film, her little cameo.
Yeah.
Your
I
father
still
was a
don't know if we'll
deadbeat.
get Lewis. I'm hoping we get Lewis because I miss him in film. I love him as
but
an
he's
actor.
retired.
It doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't get punched in the face in New York, he has a chance of showing up.
Oh, God.
What?
Yeah, I'm not going to laugh at that. Fuck you.
You know what? Up until this movie comes out, there's still an opportunity to film a cameo, and that's the way I feel about it. I mean, that's the way I feel about a lot of films, especially a lot of the Warner Brothers movies. If they were to announce David Zasloff tomorrow, assuming full control, a lot of these films that just finished production are going to have a little something extra added. So it's.
Do you guys think though that if this movie is so successful that it's going to bring on, let's say, a new variation of Extreme Ghostbusters, but using these kids as the next line in there?
Not so much
Maybe a different show.
I'm using that as a reference because that I did enjoy that series to a certain point. It had good moments in it. I still like the original 80s with the original theme song, but do you think this is going to open up an avenue where we won't have to look back in 2016 and wonder why McCarthy never choked on a ghost and just ended the whole career?
I never look back at the 2016. I forget that ever happened.
I do. It's my back.
Well done, Purple.
I do want to respond to one of the things that somebody said about the Ghostbusters with the voice. Bill Murray not liking the voice
That was
of
Sox
the cartoon.
Bulletins.
And the thing is interesting is Lorenzo Music, who got his start on, was it not Mary
Garfield,
Tyler
right?
Moore? Was it the Mary Tyler Moore show?
Yeah.
No. It was the follow up. No, it was. It was when she lived in the apartment.
Yes.
It was her apartment. He was the doorman. And
Norman.
Lorenzo has a very deadpan voice. Fucking hilarious, dude. And so it was the connection between him and Bill Murray is like weird because, he would go on to do the voice of Garfield for the TV series. And then he would voice Vinkman's character on the cartoon. And Bill Murray didn't like that because he thought he sounded too much like Garfield. Well, he did because that was Lorenzo Music. And then Lorenzo, he would replace Lorenzo Music in the movie Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just.
Do you think he did it out of spite though? Just because he's like, oh,
no,
fuck
he
it.
did it because he misunderstood the name of the director. He thought it was a different. I think he thought it was one of the Coen brothers. And
the Coen
as I
brothers.
recall, that's what I heard. And because he doesn't take jobs the way normal actors do. He doesn't go through any normal process. He either they call him and he responds, or he sees something. And my guess is he saw the script, the name, and called and agreed to the film. And that's just how Bill Murray does shit.
Yeah, nobody knows if he's going to show up until the last minute.
Exactly. He should have just not shown up. But my belief is that he probably didn't know it wasn't the right Coen until he was like 2 weeks into the production, and then it was too late.
Yeah, that's right. Coen brothers. Oh, come on. Tickle. Come on, man. Just be throwing undying love to Keith. Right?
Thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Thank you, Roger H., for your $1.99 Canadian. And we've got another Mr. Tickle Trunk for 99 cents. Thank you, sir. Canadian. And
50 cents.
do we have, what's this? 07 in honor of the Coen brothers.
That's what I was highlighting. I said Coen brothers.
Either let Six do it or let me do the highlights because I'm talking. I'm the one that's doing the reading. But yeah, Coen Brothers. I fucking like that one. That's
He's
good.
stealing my joke. I'm the one who said it. What the?
Yeah, it's funnier though when he said it.
Oh, drop
What's up,
dead.
Hus?
Hands. Hands.
Oh, Haas is here. Yeah. What's up,
Hi,
Haas?
Haas. Do Haas, I do.
I think this movie has the possibility of being good
Du bist Haas.
because it has Jason Reitman attached to the project.
Mhm.
But we also have to remember that the rights are Sony's, and Amy Pascal and Tom Rothman, they're not really very nice people, like playing with others. They don't know how to play with others. So
But they do want to make money. I mean,
That's true.
ultimately, that's the best way to get through a lot of the people that are pretty much obstacles in Hollywood. It's like, do you want to make money or not? If you don't want to make money, you just wait right over there where that X is on the ground, and I will get right to you.
Or they gave them all ball gags and they were just walking around either nodding or shaking their head no.
I think what we've
I
got to
can see
remember
it.
is we've got this IP that people loved from the 80s again, and it hits the nostalgia. We've had the 2016 that was universally panned. A lot is riding on this film to be good, and it doesn't even have to be amazing. It just has to be a fun film for people to watch, and people will go
Yeah.
out and see it.
But Purple, you're
and
right there.
I've
You're
heard
right
some
there.
good things about Jason Reitman. And once again, we're talking about DNA all over the film. With Jason, we've got Ivan Reitman's DNA all over him and in him.
Oh
and
my
that
God!
sounds
Why does
gross.
this sound like a crime scene from CSI? What the?
Or a really bad porn film about
But
taboo.
Gary, the one thing we have to see right here is like when that trailer dropped, we had all the freaking virtue signalers and all those little shits they're throwing it up work, so it didn't meet their standards, automatically criticizing it. That means not only is something that can make money, but it can be still contained from the original format of how Hollywood and films used to go, and it bothers them that that's still the way to keep people happy. They don't want people happy.
Yes.
Look at Brianna Wu, for fuck's sakes. They don't want us happy. They want us angry and as miserable as her sandy vagina. That's where they
They're
film
narcissistic
the
bastards.
desert scenes and most of the Nathan Drake scenes. So come on.
they're
I'm
not.
angry.
They enjoy when everyone gets
I get
angry. If
Hello.
they are angry, if we are angry, they enjoy it.
Hello, Keith.
Hey,
Hi, Gary.
Hello, love. Hey.
It's Ian
Hey.
David from England. Well, oh my God, I think we're outnumbered. Oh shit!
Yes,
Keith and
you
I are the only Americans here.
Yeah, that's right. We're taking over this transmission. Someone get me a burrito grande.
You know
I
what?
don't- I
Anything
don't-
happens, I can always just fake an accent, like
piano.
an injury, and I'm good.
Play the
Don't
piano.
worry, don't worry, I'll be the bottom. Look, I can just do this too.
Play the piano, Keith. Play the piano. Behind you.
And now,
What? Play it again, Sam.
hey,
I don't want to be your bottom, Gary. That's creepy. No, that's not fair either. I don't want you to be. No,
I want Keith and I up at the top. We're
you're the one who said
the
this.
only ones
precedent.
physically on the camera.
Aren't you not getting
For fuck's
dizzy?
sake. I'm not making him a reverse Oreo.
I am not
This
going to
is
let
like
you
the
log in
Patrick
again
family intro.
on that if you keep fucking around, dude.
Hey, Keith, have you ever been between two large white men? Today's the day.
It's reverse Oreo.
I hope you like vanilla.
Oreo.
Oh, wait, I forgot one statement. To anyone watching from Keith's family, I'm sorry.
No, you're
We'll
not.
call this one instead of Jungle Love. This is Cracker Love.
Oh, this is like the this is Ritzbeck Mountain.
Someone's choking there.
Do you taste the buttery goodness in everybody?
oh my goodness!
Nice, dude.
I'm sorry, if it was two Oompa Loompas, it'd be the Cheeto
Gerry,
Fury.
come on, man. You got a Warner brother.
Hey, just don't make eye contact. We'll slide into your DMs.
Look into my eyes. Keep looking. Don't look away.
Don't even look at the fact that you're hearing the poop. Oh my!
So we all
God.
for Ghostbusters then?
Here, Ian David.
Yeah. And we all go for Ghostbusters. Do we think Ghostbusters is going to be
yes,
a
like-
good film?
Yes.
It is.
Ghostbusters.
I totally have faith in this film. I really do.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got my doubts.
Same
I
here.
don't. I've lost my
Yeah.
doubts. Now, I was at first almost sold with the He-Man thing, based off of their first trailer, but now I'm like, no, I will never fucking watch that show. You got to pay me to watch it.
I don't
And-
know. I think Ghostbusters should have started off with Egon's death, and the 3 was, at the funeral, and then something happens, and they have to find out, and then the kids get involved. It should happen that way. It shouldn't, they shouldn't.
How do we know we're not getting that?
They could
I
have
don't think
done
we
that.
are.
They could have done that, except that Bill Murray was one of those people that you weren't sure if he was going to show up. You could not rely on him to have him star in certain scenes that were necessary to the story. So they had to film it in such a way where it's like, okay, we can make this as if Bill isn't going to show up, and if he does, we can just insert his scenes right into the movie. And I think that's really how they went. So
They can always insert him with green screen, can't they? If he doesn't turn up, and he turns up halfway through, they can put him in the scene. That's the technology they got now. They can do that.
I think this week the good news was Ghostbusters and Dune for me.
And Chin Balls. Don't forget.
The good news was Jodie and Chinballs leaving Doctor Who. That was a great news. I mean, the whole of Doctor Who fandom celebrated, didn't they?
Well, that's limited good news because I mean, if you really want to have good news, you need to have almost everybody at the BBC quit also at the same time.
Of course.
But ultimately, yeah, I mean that is good news to a certain extent, depending on who they get to replace Chinballs.
Yeah.
So, I have one serious question. Are you guys hungry for Oreos?
No. So I've been on a stream with Steven and Purple, haven't I?
Hi.
You have, yeah. Hello,
Yeah.
sweetheart. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming back. It only took you 3 months to recover.
Come on.
You're right. 4. I was sorry. I was
I was just surprised that Keith's got a piano behind him. I'm just
yeah, I'm kind of.
You got a nice home, Keith.
Ian, the secret is that's not really his house. He just streams from his neighbor's house. Doesn't tell him they broke in.
They left the door unlocked. That means I get to walk in and check
free Wi-Fi.
You need to edit that picture to use as a background and have like the door broken in and like a whole breaking enter set on the couch. And like a bag of money on the table.
No, because then we know what usually happens after that, and they play the music, and the missus comes down the hallway, and I'm half dressed. She's half dressed. Oh, you're talking something different. Oh, okay.
She made me dress up like Supergirl last night. What the fuck?
I was her kryptonite. That's right.
And he likes Luther, my ball sack. The only injustice was me not being able to come.
Oh dear.
The
one-eyed really thinking this low.
I'm so sorry. We've already talked about Stains, Ritzback Mountain, shitting on Kevin Smith. We've pretty much been everywhere except like the actual grocery aisle.
Did anybody hear what Kevin Smith said? It was unbelievable. It was like he created his own logic to basically find an excuse for what he said and the lie that he did. It was incredible.
We covered the podcast. We covered it like for about 5 hours.
Yeah, for 2 days.
We
did 2 episodes on it. It was crazy.
Well,
wow.
I think ultimately,
I got a picture of him. Are you guys ready?
Oh no.
Yeah, go on then. He hasn't got his cap on.
Well, ultimately, I think
he's not crying.
How I ended up posing it with Kevin, he should have at the very least contacted his friend Paul Dini. When he got the job, he should have contacted Paul Dini and talked to him. And the very fact that he didn't is the reason why I think all of this was just it was just Ted's show. That's it.
Yeah,
Ted controlled the whole thing. It's his show. He controlled all the episodes, and Kevin just sort of deferred to whatever Ted wanted to do.
But you know what I think happened though, because I remember when Kevin reviewed Justice League and Man of Steel, and he gave them glowing reviews, and I was puzzled because those films were shite. But then he ended up working for CW, directing a couple of Supergirl episodes. So I reckon he did all that just to get in with the CW, because he was desperate for work. And then they offered him, because he was trying to get into Netflix a couple of years ago, and he talked about it on one of his podcasts or streams or whatever. And so he couldn't get in. So when he's got the chance, when they said, well, we're going to make this, he got the chance. He basically did it, sold out. Basically, that's what I think happened.
Yeah, well, of course, he did sell out, but he sold out. Being a showrunner means that you are the person in charge of the project. The entire writer's room technically works for you, but that isn't the way things went down, because as Kevin himself said, anytime they had a question, they turned to Ted, and if Ted had a different point of view or wanted something to go a certain way, Kevin sort of just, well, he didn't sort of, he deferred to what Ted wanted to do.
Well,
Ted ran the entire thing.
Doesn't sound like Kevin at all.
No.
If you ever see the making of Mallrats 2 and stuff like that, Kevin fought for his DOP because they didn't want him to have his DOP. If you see all the shit that he went through when he was making that film, doesn't sound like Kevin at all.
It sounds like someone who wants to get paid.
Yep.
And Ted is someone who was paying them. I mean, this is all a Netflix thing.
Yeah.
No matter even though you have a representative from Mattel there, this is all a Netflix thing. And so Ted had the upper hand over everyone involved in anything. So Kevin sort of just let Ted have his way on everything. Well, so Kevin, he got paid off, basically. You know,
he did. But it might have damaged his reputation, though.
I think it did, because again, his whole attempted mea culpa, which basically is just the my poor feelings, or it was other people's fault, or it was it would have been easy for him while he was talking stuff about Lou Scheimer and the original series to have called Paul Dini, who was one of the writers on the original show and someone who Kevin has known for years, and just ask if he truly was that clueless about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. He should have called Paul Dini first.
Yeah. I mean, you know what, right? Seriously, this is what's happening. They're using this excuse now. Loki, yes, the woman Loki, she's a Loki too. So what problem do you have with the show? It's like bollocks. We're not talking about the show was meant to be about the Hiddleston Loki, not about this woman Loki. And it's the same thing, Masters of the Universe. They'll say it's called Masters of the Universe and it doesn't have He-Man. So, and you're like, no, Masters of the Universe was always the He-Man series. You know, so it's just all these excuses they're making up today. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
even the toys had He-Man as the main character. I mean, he's the one that is battling Skeletor. I mean, the toys. So you cannot say that He-Man is not the main character in this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And if you really want to express yourself and how you feel about all of this, just don't buy any of the merchandise connected to the Netflix stuff. That's it. Don't buy any of it. And if you are that displeased, if you happen to own Netflix, just don't watch the other 5 when they premiere. In fact, don't rewatch anything.
I need to watch it though. I really do need to watch it. I got the 5 episodes. I need to finish it. And it's not for like, I'm a sadomasochist. I don't care, whatever. It's a cartoon masochist. Whatever you want to call it. The thing is, I don't like watching something without getting the proper ending or knowing how it ends up.
Or it's a happy one for you. So yes.
Yeah, well, Keith, only if your hands are chafed. That's the only reason why I want a happy ending. But what I'm trying to say is, Gerry too, if he wants to jump in once in a while. But other than that, I have to finish series. It falls back to the whole. Remember the Fox Kids Spider-Man, where it ended on the note where Madam Web and Peter Parker would go out to look for Mary Jane, and they never gave us an ending whether or not they found them. And that as a kid, it leaves you high and dry. And that's one of those series that always sticks with me. They never gave us a comic to finish it up that I remember. They never gave us any type of movie, nothing. This is the same type of thing. It might be shitty, but I want to see how they try to solve the characters they've delivered, and I use characters loosely because Tila technically is just the angry Buffy the Vampire Slayer who's never seen anything besides Spike's penis.
Yeah. Well, as I said, right, I won't watch that show. I was never a fan of He-Man, but I've heard everyone's reviews and stuff like that. Why would I watch a show like that? You know what? I just watch old stuff now. I can't be asked to watch the new stuff, especially when it's woke. It's just pointless. Why would I watch Doctor Who anymore? Why would I watch He-Man? Why would I watch Loki?
You know what? I got a show for you. It's called Babylon 5.
Oh
yeah, I'm
God.
watching that. I'm watching that. Babylon 5,
We do.
yeah.
We cover it every Monday. But another good show to actually watch is Space Dandy. This is an anime, and this is done by the same director who did Cowboy Bebop. I'm promoting this. Purple Nose. I've been promoting the shit out of this show.
Yep.
It's an older show, but it's a fantastic show. It's so out there that it makes you just want to watch the next episode because it gives you that escapism. It gives you that the ability to imagination of how fucked up the universe could be, and it's done so well. You also got Invincible if you want to go back through that. You have the Tomorrow War that's out. Beastars Season 2, War of Cybertron. There are many things out there that we just have to dig through. And if you don't want to do Babylon 5, please don't go to Crusade. Read the books first. Read the comics, and then see why the series is so successful.
I'm just finishing up X-Files. So I've just finished up the last season, which I didn't like the last season, but I'm just finishing it all up.
Are you talking about the last season, season 10?
I started off rewatching the old stuff that I saw a long time ago, just refreshing my memory, and I just couldn't stop watching. So I ended up, the last two new ones, which weren't very good, let's face it.
What did you think of the Tombs episodes?
I love the Tombs episodes. They're great. I mean, it's a shame he got killed that way. Yeah, it's a shame he got killed in the escalator. it's like why didn't they just keep him to come back? Yeah, but they didn't. They got rid of him.
Because the one thing I loved about the show was Duchovny Mulder's reaction to shit. And when he sticks his hand into that nest in the first Tombs episode and pulls his hand back, and he's like comments on how he's trying to maintain his cool composure while trying to get that bile off his hands was fucking hilarious.
But the one thing you notice when you rewatch the X-Files is that how young they look. You see Dana Scully, she looks like she just stepped out of school or something. Do you know what I mean? She was that young. I don't know, she was in her 20s or something like that.
So vibrant, so red hair.
Yeah, I got to tell you, my dad, before I lost him, that was one of our favorite things to talk about was the X-Files.
X-Files is terrific.
And he was an absolute and I loved that he referred to it as being Chris Cartered if he was tricked by the plot. He Chris Cartered me.
Now we're going to say you lie just like Kevin Smith now. That's a new one, isn't it?
You know what? I just wish all the films had taken the same kind of track like they had done with the first movie. The first X-Files film was very well done.
It was great.
And that is just, again, I know it was hard for them to make because they decided to make it while the series was still going. And it got everybody confused for a little bit as far as the people working on the show. But it is so darn good. It is just...
It's terrific. It's absolutely terrific. I watched a film last night called Blood in the Sky. It's a German movie because I wanted just to be entertained. So I watched this film. It's a German movie. It's basically a vampire on a plane with terrorists. Terrorists take over the plane, and she's a vampire, and she can't get to drugs to control her, so she goes full vampire on their ass. So I recommend it if you ever come across it. It's on Netflix. It's called Blood in the Sky. Wow, it's quite good. Give it a watch if you want to be entertained.
I will definitely try it.
They should call it Vampires on a Plane.
Blood in the Sky. It's called.
All right, I'm going to check it out.
It's all right. It's all right. It's entertaining.
So,
hello.
Six just brought up a nifty little story over on Variety. Go ahead, share that if you can, Six. I want everybody to see it. David Ayer slams Warner Brothers, but he gives kudos to James Gunn's new film.
Yes.
This is the new Suicide Squad, isn't it? The new one. It got released over here today, I think.
Yeah, it did. And again, you guys know how to throw a party over there because that balloon that they blew up Oh my God, I want one just like it. Oh, jeez. That is awesome.
I don't know about you, but I want Dana Scully. Look at that picture. Look at that avatar.
Oh, geez,
You do realize it's me behind this, right? So you're like, I want you, Dana. You can have me.
Yeah, I think my biggest heartbreak when I was still in my 30s and she announced that she was gay, and I'm like, no.
Really?
I remember I made an audible sound. I'm like,
no.
no.
Have you guys seen the naked fridge magnet of her?
No.
What?
No.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna go into it because I can't share it online. But damn, it's out of stock, by the way.
Naked fridge magnet of Dana Scully.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah, she's saying.
Is it like one of those pens where you turn them upside down and then the clothes fall off the girl
it's
and-
literally
No?
like she's wearing like this lace kind of blouse, but it's see through, and it's just.
She looks so
I'm
fine.
sorry.
But I never realized, when the show was first on, how short she actually was.
Yeah.
She's a
I
midget.
mean,
Yeah, she's tiny.
that is one of those things that to meet her in real life, I mean, it's like, wow, she's a hobbit.
Ooh, hairy feet.
Well, in a different direction, Zoe and I met Machete, Danny Trejo.
Oh, right.
And I turned and his back was to me, and I went, that kid's got some long ass hair. And then he turned and I saw that grizzled face, and I'm fuckity fuck. That's Danny Trejo. Oh my God, that is a tiny dude. he was like way down there. I was like looking way over his head, and my daughter is, am I as tall as him? Zoe said that. Am I as tall as him? And I said, yeah,
That's
he's about
crazy.
the same height. But
Should we call him Mini Machete?
Thing is, though, you can never tell how tall people are, because I know Richard Dreyfuss is really tiny, and I remember in one film they had to create the sandbags like steps because he was walking next to this woman that was taller than him. So as they walked, he got taller and taller, and when they stopped to their mark, he was the same height as her. So they had to build these sandbags like steps. He had to walk up, and then when the scene stopped, it looked like he was the same size as her. I mean, come on, I don't know. If I was Richard, I'd just go, it doesn't matter. I'm this size anyway. You know what I mean? Why cheat?
It's okay. I'll put you in my pocket. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Grim's in the chat. What's up,
Hey,
Grim?
Grim, how are you doing, brother?
Hey,
like Gary, you're just as tall as I am, right? I'm like 6'4". You're what? 6'4", 6'5"?
I'm 6'3".
Okay, so you're a midget.
Keith
okay,
says
good.
he's 6'2", but he's 6'4". Travis and I measured him.
Travis and I? What were you measuring?
Oh, no, your measurements aren't right. I'm 6'2". He'll keep arguing, but Travis and I marked his height. He's fucking, because we were talking one day, because normally, Fat,
yeah,
we're sitting down when we talk. So one day, Keith and I stood up.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
normally look at the tops of people's heads. And when I turned to look at Keith, we were almost eye to eye, but I looked up just slightly, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're taller than me. And I'm only 6'2". I'm like, fuck you, you're 6'2". He's like, no, it's what I am. And then Travis pulled out a tape measure. And we measured his height, took him to the wall like a kid.
Gary, you know what it is, right? It's so Keith can still shop at Gap Kids, and no one can judge him for it.
Yeah, I frighten the ladies too much. He's so tall.
I don't think that's what frightens the ladies. I think it's the other extremities of your third leg that people worry about.
Oh, dear.
I learned from
X-rated.
Christopher Reeve.
Who wants to play
that
T-ball?
If you slouch a little bit, you're less menacing as a tall person. So I always slouched a bit, just simply to be less imposing on people. And I did. I really did it for that reason. Because, I hate being taller than everybody.
Martin,
You can't buy anything clothes.
that's a
anymore.
really good point, Martin. Yes.
So Kevin Smith had nothing to do with the production.
No, he was just the nerd punching bag. He was there to take all the flack while Ted got to be activist of the universe.
He was a yes man. He was a yes man in the
Yeah.
production. Everything that Ted wanted, he just said yes to it, and then he got around to doing it. You know, like
But
he
what
did
happened
it.
to him? How comes he lost his balls? Because he was so fiery and so bloody, you know.
Well,
he was, you know, this is not a well-known thing, but he actually said it in one of his stage things that he got offered to look after the DC universe before superheroes were a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, what happened was you had an interview with Chris Gore, who's known Kevin Smith for a few years, and his view of Kevin is that Kevin's one of these people that really cannot easily take criticism, but he's also someone who has cultivated everything that he's done based on the fact that he doesn't want to lose what he has. He has built a fan base and a style that allows him to basically do anything he wants with the stuff that he creates. He also knows that going out on a limb to handle a property, a superhero property, many of the stuff that he's been offered would risk pissing off people. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep what little he's got and go forward from there. And I think he was convinced by Ted that this would be the easiest thing in the world, that he could, you know, basically get paid to be the showrunner. And in actuality, he was just a name.
He was Meatwad. He was
a token showrunner.
Yeah.
Meatwad.
That's crazy.
Meat shield.
Meatwad.
Yeah, he was a meat shield.
Wow, did not know that. You know, kind of lose respect for Kevin Smith now. It's crazy. I still think he's a great director and a great writer. You know,
yeah, so. I like him. He just messed up. I mean,
he did.
And the thing is, I think he's still sort of under contract. He's the type of person that I could see him waiting until the contract is done and then just sort of coming out and say, okay, this is what was really going on. And just confirm a lot of what I think we've already figured out, which is that the entire thing was Ted's idea. Because he says it. He says it in the interviews that every time he had a question about something, he just deferred to Ted. Notice, he talks about he had two people that were there that he could have asked questions of. But when it came to Masters of the Universe Revelations, the only person he was getting any information from was Ted. Period.
Well, he's going to use it in his stage show, isn't he? Once he comes out of contract, he talks about Bruce Willis, isn't it?
Like he loved Bruce Willis until he had to write his next stage show.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden he started shitting on him. So we'll see. We'll see a change. Hey, Six, can you share that Twitter post from Fanzine? Before we close out the episode, I wanted to show this. This is some bullshit right here. Unfucking believable that Fanzine, if any of you guys know him, he's just like the most G-rated person you'll ever know.
Ginger.
Yeah, and he got demonetized for one of his videos.
What video?
I don't know. I think it's his most recent one. I didn't watch it, but he says that he was claiming that maybe he got mass flagged because somebody claimed it. Like was using, unfair footage, which he disputed. And then after that, he found out that he got demonetized right after he disputed the claim.
What was the video about, though? What was the subject matter?
No idea. No clue. But it sucks.
Yeah, what Masters of the TDS said there is the way he's got to go, because everybody, when you have shit like this happen, you have to deal with a human and not a bot. Master says, get an actual person on this. These replies don't cut it. Yep, I agree with him. Greg's a friend of ours, and I love the guy. And by the way, I wanted to point out that the poster I did for his little documentary, he sent me the poster. I have a big 24 by 36 art print of the artwork I did for his movie. It looks really nice. I'm going to get everybody, including, because I already talked to Robert Meyer Burnett about signing it, and of course Tom will sign it for me.
I've got a film on my YouTube channel. It's called Bad Day, which I directed, wrote, and produced, and somebody claimed copyright on it. A big, huge company claimed copyright on it, and I just couldn't be asked to fight for it. because I didn't want another strike, or you know what I mean. So that's how bad it is on YouTube. You know, if I tried to fight the case, I know I was going to lose because it was a huge company. They basically put it
That's
out
terrible.
on DVD. Yeah, because one of the stars in my film is a girl called Sarah Harding, and she's from this big girls band called Girls Aloud, and she's basically dying of cancer now. So you know why they took the film away from me, so that when she dies, they could say this is her first movie and try and flog it, basically. So as I couldn't be asked to fight it, I just thought, just let it go. Put it on
the last time I
Vimeo
talked to you, I didn't know she was
That's
sick.
terrible.
Is this recent?
Yes, she's probably not going to last this year. She's probably going to go
damn it.
this year. So
Oh,
it's
man,
not
that
good.
is awful.
I'm sorry, Ian. That's terrible.
That's all right. I mean, as I said, you know, I think it's awful what this company's doing. It's obvious what they're going to do once she's gone. So, you know, but there you go. You know, that's YouTube for you. You know, if you're going to be dealing with bots and stuff, you can't. It's not like you can ring up someone and talk to someone on the phone if somebody does something for you on YouTube. I just can't be asked to fight for it anymore. Just let it go. You know. Whatever.
Have you tried even talking to Google support before you fight it and just tell them straight up, this is what's going on? It's your film. Why are they trying to claim it?
I can't look. Life's bigger than this, you know. I can't be asked.
As a thing. I'm not saying waste the energy, but if you are monetized, you have that opportunity. There's an actual direct person.
I had a friend that did that once, and he got another strike because there's no way you can prove it. Like, for instance, the company
you only get 3 in a year.
Yeah, exactly. And the company put it out, distributed the film, so now they're claiming copyright over it when I basically own the copyright total.
And what's so weird about this is over in Europe, Europe has one thing that I like about them is ownership of a film. It doesn't belong to a studio, it belongs to the person who created the film. But as they become more closely connected to the US studio system, I fear that they're going to transition over to that system and take that wonderful thing they had over there away from the artists who created their films.
Well, you know, as I said, I can't be asked. You know, they do what they do at the end of the day, and it's not threatening my life, any of this stuff. So, you know, let them have it. But if people want to see it, they can always email me, and I can just send them a link, and they can watch it. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I can't really. It's not worth fighting over. Tell you.
Well, I'm going to quote Bill Cosby here because it's
oh God,
fitting.
really?
Yeah, Bill Cosby on his stand-up special himself. He said his dad said, "I will take you out of this world, and more importantly,
I brought you into this world, and I can take you out.
I can take you out, and more importantly, I can make another one just like you." And
really?
That should be your stance on films.
I can take you out of this world. You should say it like him. The way he speaks is terrible.
I hate saying it because I know there's this stigma with him, but that guy was a huge influence on my life.
He was big, and you know, you couldn't take anything away from him. He was riding, and he was like huge, and oh my God, I can't believe the stuff that he did.
You know, because look, even though he's out on a technicality, he still did these things.
I know.
But God damn it, I loved that guy growing up.
But Keith, you know, as a black man, you must remember the film.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
He's black?
Both of you are black?
You must remember the film Let's Do It Again, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Hell, that was funny. That film made me laugh so much. And I've watched it like 50 times.
That one and Uptown Saturday Night.
That's it.
Uptown Saturday Night. That's the one with Jimmy Walker, right?
And Sidney Poitier, I think.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
But Let's Do It Again made me cry with laughter. Now I can't watch it because he's in it. It's crazy, right?
You know what? I totally understand.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I have a tendency I think you could separate some of that stuff a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Since he was a lot older when
I still love it. I don't care.
When he was since he was a lot older when all this stuff came out, I sort of just separated. So anything that happened after the Cosby Show went off the air, I just don't pay attention to. And so everything he did before the Cosby Show and when he had his own original show in the 70s, all the way back, I Spy, all that stuff, I can watch it and separate out that person.
Okay.
You know, so that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because I kind of grew up on the albums too.
Yeah.
And which again, I still laugh. I'm sorry, but I do. It's funny stuff.
It is.
You know, why is there air? I mean, that's just yeah.
But I you know, I don't know what it was like over in the States, but you know, when that film came out, obviously I didn't see it when it was originally released, but when it came out on TV and stuff like that, all my friends, I'm sorry to say, they were all black. They just loved this film. Yeah, they thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Do you know what I mean? So
my parents took my brothers and I, because you know we could go to drive-ins and see that. You know,
right?
And that's how I first saw it, was at a drive-in. Of course, I was able to also see a certain animated cat film too, but in my parents' defense, it was part of a double
Fritz.
No comment.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap up. Great episode. Thanks for dropping in, Ian. I really
no
appreciate
worries,
it, man. Purple, I'm glad you're now part of our panel. You are quiet, but you're fun.
Thank you.
Is it still hot over there, Purple?
It's not.
Only when she enters the room.
Why, where are you at, Ian?
I'm in London. It was really hot at one time, but it's just cooled down at the moment, so it's quite warm over here.
Yeah, it's cooled off over here as well now.
I also want to thank our other quiet panelist, Ash.
I think you fell asleep.
No, I'm still,
There you
I'm
are.
still here.
Wesley
And of
Crusher
course,
there.
our friend from Liverpool, Viking Out of Time.
Always a pleasure, mates, to be here with you.
I was kind of hoping Jace would be able to join us, but he didn't get here until it was late, and I'd already gotten Ian in here. And I want to limit us to no more than 7 people, panelists at a time, or with a guest 7 people, because it gets to be just a crazy fucking cockfight of conversation.
Yep, definitely a lot of penis today.
Yes, and when I say cock, I actually mean roosters. Dude, I know your mind goes straight to
He's so
straight
full
to
of
dick.
shit. He's so full of shit.
But I was just reminded I needed to bring it up. So 6, yeah, go ahead and share the link. My GoFundMe is still going. I'm still living in a hotel. I will probably be here for 6 months.
What Gerry needs to do is take a picture of that the angle.
I
he's
do have
at,
good
and
news.
it's the key as a backdrop.
I do have some good news of sorts. I talked with my mother-in-law in Indiana yesterday, and we're just going to go get our hard drive, all of our hard drives out of our computers. And so I'm praying to, I'm an atheist, so I'm just praying that I'm going to find my hard drive intact. So wish me luck when I go there. I'm hoping it'll be this weekend. So, but I want to thank our chat. Wow. We have the best chat. Of course, we share our chats. We have all the same people, but goddamn it, I love them. They're so much fun. I'm always, I know you guys catch me. I'm always looking over to read what somebody said, and you'll see me laughing for no reason while someone else is talking. I'm not laughing at the person talking. I'm laughing at what was just said in the chat. Thank you guys. Yes, man. Thank you, Martin. I deeply appreciate it. And 6 shared the link. I'm sure I didn't see. I was looking. I don't see. I don't know. I guess you did. But the way I saw it, because Stephen, when he set it up, asked me like how much, and I said, you know, I will kind of sort of break even at $5K for the loss. But I got to admit something, man. I like this computer I got. I haven't been able to do art on it because the bamboo pen stylus, I can't get it to work with the screen. It won't connect. So I
touching the screen with it.
Okay, this is said with love. Absolutely, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself in the mouth, in the ass.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh Jesus!
He's got Ethernet plugged into your.
I love that he did that with the Asian. Well,
the Asian accent. Did you just say Asian accent?
It's West Asian. It is West Asian.
Nice
Indian.
try. Look
Indian.
at Keith dying
It's
here. He's
Asian.
like, he just said Asian.
It is Asian.
I know, I'm fucking with
Do
you.
you
Yeah.
not know anything about?
I'm fucking with you. With all due politeness.
India is now in Europe. Europe is now in Asia.
Secretly,
But,
it's also Chinese.
And Matt Damon's everywhere. He was in China.
He
and now
was.
he's a hillbilly
He
trying to
was.
save his daughter.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to see this movie. What's it called?
Blood in the
Dark
Sky.
Water? Dark Water or whatever it's not Dark Water.
Oh,
No, that word, you know.
the thing is
Dead-
that
is it-
God, I don't know about him anymore. You know, I've kind of got off Matt
he's
Damon for
off and
some
on. Like,
reason.
I liked his previous
You got
Southern
off on
accent.
Matt Damon.
He was
Yeah.
in that movie Rainmaker. In the movie Rainmaker.
Well, Rainmaker.
But here's the funny thing. All he was doing that entire fucking movie was doing an impression of his buddy, the Texas actor that we all love. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, yes, him. That one that smacks his
All
chest
right,
when
all
he's
right.
yeah, him.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
Oh, you're talking about Jim Carrey.
McConaughey.
God, we're
What's
so
that?
old. Can't remember that
McConaughey.
actor. That's
Yeah,
it,
Jim
McConaughey.
Carrey played him.
Yeah, if you
in
go
the
go
40th
watch
anniversary.
the Rainmaker, and he was doing an impression the whole film of Matthew McConaughey. He's doing Matthew McConaughey as that character. I thought it was great, but this time he's doing actually sort of an actual Southern Midwest accent, and I'm not sure I buy it, but I'm still going to watch it because it's inspired by the events with Amanda Cox. And
Cox.
it's not based on it. It's just inspired by what happened. And this dad is going to go. His daughter's been in prison for a murder she says she didn't commit, and the dad's going to go do a taken and find the people that actually did it. Yeah, it's like
I have a
and
certain
he's-
set of skills, Matt
I
Damon.
don't know who you are.
What about that film with Will Smith? He plays the tennis girl's dad. You know, Venus and you know the tennis
Oh,
girl,
yeah,
Venus.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Richard? What?
What's
Yeah.
it called? I,
think
don't know what
this
it's
is a Will
called.
Smith film I didn't see.
Yeah, yeah,
not-
seriously.
Not Emperor, but
Yeah, Emperor. No, what is the name?
Something King, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something King
Richard,
something.
no?
Yeah.
Kingmaker,
King
something
Richard.
like that.
Yeah.
King Richard.
King Richard, that's
Richard.
it. King Richard.
King Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the Jungle Book? I love that movie. King Louis.
Hey,
Stop looking at me. I have nothing
played by
to live for.
Louis Prima.
Louis
Louis
Armstrong.
Prima did the voice in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I love that fucking animated film. The remake's not that bad. Don't get me wrong, but that cartoon from '64 is fucking amazing.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. Purple, Ian.
Thank
Ash,
you for inviting
Viking,
me.
Fat Steven,
Thank you,
I'm always
guys.
grateful to have you around, even when you irritate me.
Pleasure. Thank
Oh, I'm
you,
sorry. I
guys.
think you're mistaking me for your rash on your ass. Shut the.
Oh, God.
I love you, man.
I love you too. Now take your pants off so I can make fun of it.
Oh, dear.
All right, guys. I'm going to end our show like I always do. Oh, wait, I do want to show this.
Look at
Let the joyous news be spread.
Chin like Jodie here, I said. Oh, yeah.
Oh wait. I got one more.
I
Hold
love
on.
that.
Don't close it. I got one more before we close out. I got one more. One more. Where is it? There it is. And I'm gonna make this bigger because ladies like it bigger. And we're gonna close out on this because this is still funny.
No. Hold on. I'm closing this out. I'll show whatever you got. Yeah, I have an Adam's apple. I do like
That's a
that
crazy one.
And this is in regards to your earlier remark about Keith being black. There you go.
It's okay.
And thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here today. See you all next Friday for sure. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our Blade Runner special. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're going to be discussing Blade Runner. He said, "You Blade Runner."
Is he a replicant or is he human? That's the question.
Only
Yeah,
his
that's
penis
what we
is a
talked a little
replicant.
bit about last week, but it's a never-ending story because it's been being debated since the advent of the internet.
The only thing replicant is his penis.
Oh, thank you for another sticker there, Mr. Tickle Trunk. And love you guys. And we are out of here. Stick around for after the show.
I farted.
Private chat.
Goodbye, Chocolate Mousse. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Ducroix. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, Deja Vu. I'll always remember you. And I'll miss you most of all, Gerry.